Please subscribe and share this video with your friends. Don't do the smoking thing.
Yeah, you can't light a Sharpie. It doesn't work.
You're so weird.
Hi, what's going on? It's Christian and Marni, and we're just having fun here in the Dating with Dignity Den, knowing that you can't light a Sharpie. It's not good for you. So we are going to be moving on to our series of Dating with Dignity on the road. So check out from our latest gal with her hot question for us all.
So I'm in a relationship right now, and I want to know when do I know when to cut my losses and just kind of let it go and move on and just kind of give up, I guess. Give up trying.
Well, first of all, it's a question both men and women ask when you're collecting data about whether or not you want to be in a relationship. Like, should I cut my losses? But then you get into a relationship, and that's where this woman sounds like she is. So a couple of things, which number one is she said, should I give up? So from that, do you think like she's doing all the work, or do you think they're in communication about their relationship?
It sounds like it's a one-way street right now. That she's like accepting what he's giving her, and she's like, well, is this it? And should I just give up on that? As opposed to, she didn't say we've been trying to work things out.
Right.
She's just like, she's been accepting the BS that she doesn't like, or whatever's not working with her. It doesn't have to be BS. And they haven't got to a point where she's like, listen, we need to work through these things.
Right. So that's the first thing, is that if you're in a relationship and you're deciding whether or not you want to stay in it, you need to engage your partner and find out, take a measurement of where they are. Are they ready to exit also, or is it worth working on together? Because then you can figure out, what are your needs, what are my needs, and how can we create a situation that meets both our needs so that we can have a healthy relationship.
A real good sign if you're looking for a long-term thing, knowing that can you work through this mountain already within the first 3, 4 months, 5 months. I don't know how long her relationship was, but let's say call it 5 months. Can we get over this? That, you are always late, or we have some miscommunication issues, or whatever. You're drinking. I don't know.
Right. I hope it's not that. But so you want to make sure that you can get back to compatibility as a practice in a relationship.
Yeah.
Because getting together at the beginning is real easy because you have fun and you're like got the hot seat.
You got your best suit on.
Exactly. Yeah. And then stuff starts coming up. So before you decide if you're going to cut your losses, use it as an opportunity to practice getting back to compatibility. If you feel like you're the only one doing the work and your non-negotiables aren't being met, what do you do?
Well, if your non-negotiables are not being met, then it's going to be a tough one, because we talked about this before and it's really important. You might have 3, 4, 5, maybe just 2 non-negotiables. You have to have this. And you probably figured it out from your history of dating. If they don't fit one of those, well, you knew that from the jump.
Right.
So it might not be a good fit for you.
And then it's just not a match, and it's not personal. I always tell people, love is necessary but not sufficient. And chemistry is necessary, but it's not sufficient.
Right.
Because you have to have common values, and you have to be able to really meet in the middle on a lot of things. So I wouldn't necessarily play
that backwards, and it's a secret message.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the answer. Don't think of it as cutting your losses. Right? Because that's kind of like a negative victim-y thing.
Right.
So I would say, like, you
Good
know what?
point.
I realize that we're not a match, and I'm doing you a disservice because you're not finding the person you should be with, and I'm not finding the person I should be with, so we should go separate
And
ways.
it's never a waste of time, because those 3, 4, 5 months you spent together, you grew, you learned more, you explored companionship, you worked how to move and compromise. But when these issues do come up, I think they're a great opportunity, because this is what happens in relationships.
Yeah.
And we live in a self-help culture now, where Barnes & Nobles has 3 aisles of self-help books, which is cool, but we just a different mindset. So instead of before you bail and cut your losses, is there some hope of working through this, and maybe we can work it out? And if you can, awesome. It's a great sign. If not, it might be time to
move on, because it's not
out.
much. Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Well done.
Well done. Good stuff. Don't smoke these at home. It doesn't work. Marni and I are going to go grab some ice cream, because that was our gift. Craig, our director, said he can give us some ice cream. So we're so happy for you. All right.
Peace.
We'll talk to you soon. Bye.